Few characters in the modern cinemas are as instantly recognizable as the Captain Jack Sparrow. From the moment Johnny Depp swaggered onto the screen in 2003 Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, he transformed what could have been in the straightforward, swashbuckling adventure into the global phenomena. Depp's eccentric performance earned him an Academy Award nomination, made him one of the Hollywood's highest paid actors, and anchored a multi-billion-dollar franchise. But for the years, the question has lingered: will Johnny Depp even return as a Jack Sparrow? Recent developments in the Hollywood suggest that the door is no longer firmly closed. Producers Jerry Bruckheimer has publicly confirmed that the controversies with the Depp have taken place, hinting at the actor's possible involvement in the Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Yet uncertainty remains as the Depp himself has stated that his return hangs on the key condition: the quality of the script. This article explores where things stand, what has led to this moment, and what the potential return of the Captain Jack Sparrow would mean for the Disney Depp has the millions of the fans worldwide. The last official installment of the franchise, Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man Tell No Tales 2017, was expected rejunctive in the series after declining the critical reception. While the film grossed nearly $800 million globally, it underperformed compared to the earlier entries and the faced lukewarm in the reviews. At the same time, Depp's personal life began dominating headlines. His high profile legal battles and the controversies strained his relationship with the Disney. By the 2018 report surfaced that the studio was planning to move forward without Depp, developing both a reboot and a spin off, including one led by the actress Margot Robbie. In 2020 defamation trial in the London, Depp himself acknowledged that the Disney had cut ties with him. The studio never officially confirmed his dismissal, but the silence spoke volumes. For the years it appeared that the Captain Jack Sparrow has sailed into the sunset for the good. Fast forward to the 2023 and 24, the public narrative begins to shift. Depp's legal victory in the U.S. defamation case against the actress Amber Heard reshaped his image among the fans, with the online movements calling for his retirement and the reinstatement of the Pirates of the Caribbean. Social media campaigns such as "No Johnny, No Pirates" trended repeatedly, making it clear that for many the franchises simply could exist without its most iconic character. Jerry Bruckheimer, the veteran producer behind the all five Pirates films, began dropping hints. In the early 2024, he told the Hollywood Reporter, "I'd love to have Johnny back. He's friend a tremendous factor and the heart of this series. But we need the right story." This comment fueled the speculation that Disney executives, once highest, one the hesitant might be considering. By the mid 2025, the conversation had become the more direct. Bruckheimer confirmed in an interview with the Sunday Times that he had spoken with the Depps about the reprising the role. However, Depp reportedly set a clear condition: he would only return if the script left right. This stipulation reflects the actor's long-standing creative investments in the character. Jack Sparrow was not just a role Depp played; it was one of the crafted. His decision to portray the pirates drunken, eccentric, and unpredictable anti-hero initially baffled Disney executives, but the performances become the soul of the franchise. Sources close the production suggest that the screenwriters are currently reworking drafts to both the honor Sparrow's legacy and reintroduced him in a fresh, compelling way. As of the September 2025, no official announcements has been made, but insiders describe the talks as serious. While Depp's potential returns excites fans, Disney is also pursuing broader strategies for the franchise. The studio has confirmed that Pirates of the Caribbean will continue to in the multiple forms. A full reboot. Disney has been developing a new storyline that could introduce the younger character and the chart a new course for the saga. Spin-offs, a female-led project once attached to Margot Robbie remains in the limbo but has not been officially scrapped. The existence of these parallel projects raises questions. Would a Depp-led sequel coexist with the reboot, or would the Sparrow's return shift Disney focus back to the original continuity? For now, the studio appears to be keeping its options open. Financial stakes from a business perspective, the decision is clear Johnny Depp remains the franchise's biggest asset. The first five films collectively grossed over $4.5 billion worldwide with the merchandise, theme, park attractions, and the spin off media multiplying profits. Without Depp, however, Dasani faces risk. The fan backlash against his removal showed how strong audience identified the series with the Captain Jack Sparrow. Analysts argue that any future film lacking his presence would not to overcome the skepticism, particularly after the uneven reception of the last installments. Bringing the Depp back could reignite interest, potentially pushing the franchise into another billion-dollar era. The challenge lies in the balancing the nostalgia with with the innovation. The cultural impact of the Jack Sparrow. To understand why this debate matters, one must consider what the Jack Sparrow represents. The character is more than comic relief. He embodies a blend of mischief, charm, and the chaos that redefined modern pirate films. Dev's portrayals broke from the traditional heroic archetypes. Instead of the fearless leader, Sparrow was a self-interested, unpredictable trickster who nonetheless found himself in the moments of the reluctant heroism. His slurred speech, flamboyant gestures, and the offbeat wit become the cultural touchstones. For many fans, Sparrow is not simply a character, he is the soul of the franchise. This explains why petitions, fan videos, and the campaign to restore the Depp's role continue to flood social media platforms years after his departure. Industry and the fan reaction about the possibility of the Depp's return has divided the Hollywood's insiders but the united much of the fans base. Film sites and analysts note that the while Depp's star power has diminished compared to his the peak years, his association with the Jack Sparrow remains unmatched. As one industry insider told Variety, Johnny Depp without Pirates is still a star, but Pirates without Johnny Depp is a gamble. Fans, meanwhile, have reacted with the overwhelming the enthusiasm to every hint of his comeback. On platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and the Instagram hashtags celebrating the prospect the routinely trend. Many argue that the franchise should pause any reboot until the Depp is given proper send-off. Despite optimism, challenges remain. Depp's relationship with the Disney is still fragile. While the producer may favor his return, Corporate executives will high risk, carefully mindful of the controversies that one prompted his removal. Scheduling is another factor. Depp has been selective with the project single since his legal battles, focusing more on the music and independent films. Rejoining a blockbuster franchise would demand the significant time and energy. Creative concerns also loom. Can Sparrow be reintroduced in a way that feels fresh rather than the repetitive? After the five films, character risks becoming the caricature unless handled with the care. As of now, Pirates of the Caribbean 6 remains the development with the no official cast announcements or release date. Disney has confirmed only that the multiple scripts are being worked on, and the Brookmere has reiterated his desire to see the Depp return. If negotiations succeeded, filming could begin as early in the 2026, positioning the film for the release in 2027, the 20th anniversary of Edwards, and such timing would be offer a symbolic full circle moment of the franchise and its fans. The story of the Johnny Depp and the Captain Jack Sparrow is one of the Hollywood's most intriguing ongoing sagas. Once writer of as over it now appears poised for a new chapter if the conditions align. For Disney, Depp's return represents both a financial opportunity and the cultural restoration. For Depp, it could be a redemption arc, proving that even after years of the controversy, the world still wants to see him at the helm of the Black Pearl. As fans await official confirmation, one thing is certain: the legend of the Jack Sparrow remains the unsinkable. Whether through reboots, spin-offs, or the sequels, the franchise endured. But for the millions, the questions will always be the same. Where is the captain? Until Disney sets the record straight, audiences will continue to hope that once again they will hear those famous words. But you have heard of me. So, guys, if you find this video as entertaining and interesting, then you have to like the video and also have to subscribe my channel. I'm wishing you a very best day today and good luck.